Hello, I'm John Joe. Welcome to Line War. Today we've got a 2v2 with Snow and Tomok versus Flying Luigi and Pug. So, Snow and Tomok are starting in the bottom right hand corner of the map. Turn off Fog of War, all commands are on. So we got Snow over here, who is working with tanks and 2 energy wells. They're doing a good start there. We've got air units coming through, and we do have energy wells here for Tomok as well. So where are the other 2 players? So over here we have the Flying Luigi, not going for any flying units whatsoever. We do have some barracks in the forest, a good place to put those. We've got some SAM units and artillery coming out. They are going to be prepared for anything that can be thrown at them by the looks of things. Another barracks coming out over here to help expand. And Pug is over here with some artillery, barracks and some eco play. Now it looks like we got some units coming out straight into this forest. They can see each other. He's trying to block off some ways over in this section by the looks of things. Now starting off with air units does usually slow down your expanse because you don't have much units on the ground, or at least not as much as others can. So Tomok will be able to support his ally really well, but he's not going to be able to expand as fast. But Tomok and Snow are both really good at teaming up. I've seen them play quite a lot. When it comes to online, I've seen them in lobbies on their own, and I've seen them on Discord chatting away in one of the voice chat sections. These 2 play quite a lot, and they're a really good team. I haven't actually beat them with anyone I've played with against them. So I certainly don't expect to ever beat them in the future whenever I play against these 2 when they play together. These tanks are actually taking territories along their way. And I think they've just stopped doing that, as I said. So I'm not sure what line they're using there. Is it actually an orange one, or is it a glitch? It is an orange one now. But they did just skip 2 territories there. I'm not sure it's because some units might be in it, actually. But this is a good defense in the forest. Because it's in the forest, these infantry units are going to get a good bonus. But it looks like Snow doesn't care. He's just going to go around and try and find anything else. And if not, he's just going to grab the territories. Tomok is slowly expanding across the majority of the fields here and taking whatever he can find along the way with surprise air force whenever it's needed. I do find it funny how Snow is literally just mostly ignoring the opponent here and just going around taking their territory away from them. There's literally the idea of don't engage if you don't have to. He's just trying to find the right place to go in through. He can probably not actually see the structures in a minute. Maybe anytime now, because tanks have such poor vision. He's found this structure over here before these structures by the looks of it. That, or he spotted its vulnerability, and I can see the air units being called in. They're coming in over this section here. I think it's this command here that's got him, but it's actually showing infantry on it. Now they've spotted these guys, and they're going to be taking on the factories that are there. The bombers come in, they've taken out some of the infantry on the ground, and they're just providing some support there, but the SAM are in the forest, and they are going to start shooting them. They're going to lose one of those bombers, I think. There we go, it does go down. The other one's heavily damaged, but those SAMs did their job and deterred the opponent's air units. The ally is using helicopters over here. Pug is actually trying to support his ally over there. Otherwise, it's free to grab as much territory on their own. Look how much they've actually grabbed already. I think Tomok is pretty much doing the same thing. And those helicopters are just protecting this side of his ally's territory. But his ally has been heavily beaten, and most of his structures out of the forest have been taken out. The infantry are literally fending off tanks on their own. And the helicopter's coming in to swoop in, taking a final blow on this one at the back here. And he does manage to get it, but the SAM are being moved in to protect him, and this tank will probably survive. There we go, that helicopter's going to go down any second now, and there it goes. Pieces go everywhere. Trying to have a quick look around, see what's going on. The bombers are over here now, taking on the units of Pug. Destroying those SAM units before they could actually be that useful. And we do have helicopters still in this area, and there's not much Tomok can do about it. He does have one SAM unit over here. But I'm going to have a quick look over the economy whilst scanning over this map here. So we're going to go through player 1, which is Snow, is on 530, Tomok's on 760, so Alpha Team's on about 1,300 total. Bravo Team with Flying Luigi is on 590, and Pug is actually higher on economy with 850, so they're on about 1,350, I can't remember what the first one was. So Bravo Team is slightly above in economy, but have lost a few structures in comparison. We've got the bombers just supporting the front lines here. And it does seem like both armies are pretty spaced out here, to be fair. They're a bit thin on all fronts from both sides there. Heavy defense in the forest over here protecting these structures. And Pug and Luigi is up in the north trying to help in this section here, making sure no units get by. Recapturing those territories, otherwise the enemy could build there, and that would be devastating in the long run. And at this point now, I think Snow is capturing the areas behind him. I think he was focusing on limiting the space the enemy could take at first, and then taking the space that they already had control of afterwards. Just trying to have a look at what's going on all over. There seems to be engagements literally everywhere. Just tiny little mini skirmishes going on all over the map. There isn't a place where you can look where there isn't an engagement going. Apart from here, there's a big force building up here. We've got the units coming out from the back of the forest, joining forces with Pug. I forgot his name then. I was going to call him Luigi. That would be backwards. And they're going to push down against Snow over here. And I don't think Snow's noticed this yet, but he's about to find out. But at the same time, Tomok is moving in through this section over here. I think he's actually lost most of his front line. But there is quite a few SAM units here now, so no helicopters are going to easily get through that section. Over here now we can see that these units are moving through. I think helicopters are being brought through as well. We've got the command for them. I don't see any helicopters around though. And although Snow is under pressure on this side, he has noticed it. The tanks are moving into position. Over here, Snow is actually doing a lot of damage. We've got the helicopters being called out to try and desperately defend this section, as some of the structures are going to be taken out. They're going down slowly but surely. And they're splitting off as the rest of the units are going in this way to try and take on some of these other structures. Over here, the tanks are pushing straight in. The defense wall put up straight away, which does stop those tanks, relatively speaking, and it's definitely going to make it harder for them to push through. The tanks are going down one by infantry, which is unfortunate. The red bombers coming in to help protect Snow over here, and they are pretty much going to tear these up. But there are a lot of SAM in the forest here, and those bombers aren't going to be happy about that. They're going to start falling out of the sky fairly quickly. But there is quite a large group of them, so they are going to be doing some damage, at least assisting for a little bit. Now Snow's got his own problems over there for now. He is still managing to do some damage dotted around the map. We've got a small fight strike force over here, and another one here which is going for the airfields, trying to take out any air capabilities they have. Instead of going for the energy, they are just trying to target those airfields. Down in the southern part of the map, we've got Tomok pushing through once again with some ground units. We've got the artillery just one on its own there, and a few in this section here. I am a bit concerned about this force slowly making their way through in this section here. We could see this defense end up being let go and trying to push through as well. I wouldn't necessarily recommend it, but I have seen it done before, and it would increase the front lines at least. And the commandos trying to sneak back around the edge of the map here. This is going to be the distraction where most of the units are going for. If the units divert to take on the commandos, this group will get to push forward instead. Snow's found the energy wire. It looks like he targeted it for a second there. but instead is going for that barracks. We'll have a look, make sure nothing else is going on. We do have commandos in the back there for yellow as well. Flying Luigi is coming in to try and help defend his ally. And it looks like the tank took out those commandos pretty fast, which is unfortunate. If they'd gone for the energy bar, it might have been a bit easier for them to take that out as they have to move more further away. But as we said, this force is now able to push through with the commandos distracting some of the army there for a bit. Down over here we have Pug pushing through, pushing out Snow's SAM units there. And they're being forced to retreat, which means Snow is under a hell of a lot of pressure right now. We do have a good lot of bombers here, but every time they get sent in, the SAM units take them out. So Tomok is going to be struggling on what to do with those units there. They are being sent out anyway, and they're going to be protecting the back end, so they're only going to be trying to skim this front section here, trying to stay as far away as these SAM units as possible. But they probably will stray away a little bit and get shot at every now and then, but that should be enough to keep them out of the ground. Another group has been sent this way to try and fend off the reinforcements being pushed in through the west. And I'm just scanning over this section because there's too much going on with two smaller forces. Snow has taken the brunt of this battle, whereas Tomok's area is just too thinly sparsed out. Now the air unit's been called in here once again, but unfortunately the SAM have changed their position and they are right on top of this zone. So Snow is going to have to find another place to start rebuilding, I think, anytime soon. But as we can see, that building just blew up really comedically. But there you go, these bombers are just falling out of the sky. Snow has given up and he's waved the white flag, leaving Tomok on his own with his bombers defending nothing at this point. So now Tomok is on his own against the world. He's going to have this force still with up in the north. Instead, he does wave the white flag too. Alpha team, no, Bravo team won that match. Luigi, Flying Luigi, that's it. And Pug. Congratulations to you too. I've never beat those two as a pair. But then to be fair, I'm not that used to the new updated version, to be fair. So let me know what you thought of that battle. What could they have done to have made that different? I think it was mostly the capital. As you can see, it's quite different for the length of the game. And they just didn't lose that many units in the price comparison. So thank you for watching. There are 2 videos on screen right now. Feel free to click on one and I'll see you in one of them.